Hello friends, welcome back. So in this session we will learn Java Standard Edition 9 features. In the last session we have seen Java 8 new features. Okay, so what are the features that is added in Java 9 we are going to learn in this session. So in Java 9 some platform update also they have given, that is a module and JShell. Module and JShell first we will see, and then we will see Java language related new feature, then core library related new features, then some Jvm enhancement and reactive streams. This reactive streams and HTTP 2.0 client that we will see in some separate session. That is not the part of this session. Okay, so what is so first we will see Java platform related updates, that is nothing but module and JShell. This two update is provided into Java 9 for platform related. Okay, so what is module? That is nothing but this is a part of a Jigsaw project, and that introduce of module system in Java language means whenever we are developing as an application we are considering as a module, and that module has some specific functionality. It can have a more than one packages, but we don't want to export all the packages to the public. So instead of that one, what we can do, we can manually export the packages, and that packages can only be used in your application. So that is nothing but hiding implementation using strong encapsulation. And module is used to clear contracts and dependencies between components are nothing but two different modules or two different applications. Between those applications, if we want to define a clear contracts and dependencies between these components, then we should go with modules. Suppose in the previous so many sessions we have seen we are writing some import statement, and that import statement is coming that may be coming from your current project only, or that may be coming from some different third party library. What happen if the same name of the class is existing? It will become very confusing. You will not able to decide which class should be imported. In that case, if you use moduled application modularity module application, in that case you can resolve that issue, because you will specify what dependency or what libraries you required. You just mention those and it will import those only. If any other class name is existing in some other library, it will not automatically import those. So that is nothing but the clear contracts and dependency between component, and that is also used for loose coupling between component. So let's see one example of modularity or moduled application. So if you see here we have created one project math-util. So this is nothing but an utility related application. Like it will do some basic mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, deletion, very basic operations. So for that one we have developed one API, and that API we can use across the applications. Wherever we want, we can just add this library math-util and we can use. But here if you see inside this module, inside this math-util application, we have one extra file, module info.java. Generally if we see the naming convention of a .java file should be a name that should start from the uppercase, and if the class name is containing more than one word, then first character of each word should be in uppercase. So that is the standard naming convention that we are using to create a Java class. But here if you see, this is also a Java class, .java class only, but here naming convention is different. This is the standard name you should give, module -info.java you should give. And here if you see, we have two packages. One is com.techhub.util.math. See here we have two packages. One is com.techhub.util.common, another one is com.techhub.util.math. These two packages are there. Inside these packages we have one object util class inside common, and inside math we have a one math util class. This is the package information. If you want to describe the package, you can describe that one. Package info, this is nothing but we can give the information about the package only, simple. So to describe the package we can give here package info. And another one is object utility, and here math utility, here also one package information. So first I will open math utility. So if you see math util is a final class, and that has a two static method. One is add, another one is a subtract. It will add two number, it will subtract two number, and it will return the result. Very simple. And if you see object class is nothing but it is check whether the object is null or not. Simple. If it is a null, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Very simple. And if you open the package info, then you can describe your package. You can give any description here. You can give description here, whatever you want you can give. Currently we have given this much only. Okay, fine. And here inside your package description you have to tell which package. This is our package. What is the description of that one? You can give here. Okay. And in the same way for math util also one package is there. We are also describing that one. Okay, fine. That is, so if you see here we have two packages. We have two packages and one module. So which one we want to export, means which one we want to be visible to public. I want this math util visible to public only. So how I can do that one? I need to export the packages. This is our module inside module info.java you have to define your module, and that should start with the module, and here you have to give the module name. That can be any name, whatever you will prefer that you name you can give for module. It is not compulsory you have to give the class name, module name same. No, whatever you want you can give. It should be something unique. That's it. Okay. And here you can export your packages. So I am exporting both. So currently I'm just commenting this one. I want to export one only. I don't want to export the math util. I don't want to export this common util. Math util only I just want to export. Simple. Okay. So this is in this way we can define our module, and our module name is techhub.util. You can give techhub.util. That is up to your choice. Techhub.util. That's it. Techhub.util. Simple. Okay. So whatever you name you prefer you can give, and inside this one I am exporting math util. Okay. So what I will do now, I have to export this one. Export means I have to create a jar file. We have already seen how we can create the jar files. What is the use of jar file? What is jar file? So this jar file is nothing but an library. Simple. This is nothing but a Java library. So we have to export this one, means we have to create the library. So how we can do using this Spring tool shoot, or using this ID, just you have to right click on your project, go to export, and here you have to select if it is a runnable means Runnable jar means that jar is runnable, or you can say that is an Java application, standalone application. If it is a standalone Java application, then that jar should be runnable. Otherwise, if it is a library, then simply you can give jar file only. So I'm just selecting jar file because this is not a runnable, this is a only library. Other application has to run this code. This code cannot run itself. MathUtil code cannot run itself. This can be run by some other application only. So other application, so that's why this is a library only. So I'm just selecting here jar file. I'm not selecting runnable jar file, only simple jar file, and click on next. And here if you see, just click on next, and here you can select, currently I am selecting download folder, you can select any other folder and click on next and finish. That's it. So if you see our download folder, MathUtil is there now. So now what I will do, we have to use this module into our application. So I have created here Java Standard Edition 9 demo, and here inside this one MathUtil we will use. So what we need first, we need to add the library into our project path. So just same process, go to right click on your project, click on property, go to Java build path. Under Java build path, if you see, before we have already added, so just I am removing this one, okay, and now I am adding again. Go to property, Java build path. Here if you see, two options we have now. Before it was only class path, because before to Java 9 we don't have a module, we don't have the modularity or moduled application platform. We don't have that one, that environment we don't have. So that's why module path was not there. Now module path is there because in Java 9 they have added this feature. So you should not add as a class path. If you add as a class path, then you can import all the packages, because that is a class path. Inside class path, whatever the jar file is you have, in that jar file how many packages are there, you can access that one. But I want only moduled jar file. So in that case you just have to select on module, add external jars, select your jar file and apply and close. Simple. It is coming here now. Okay, so now what we will do, we will use this MathUtil. We will use this MathUtil. What happened? Okay, so this one is TechHub.util. It is not MathUtil, it is util only. Okay, because names we changed it. Before it was TechHub.MathUtil. Now it is util only. Okay, so just you need to mark here into your module. If you see this structure, if you the structure of Standard Edition 9 demo, same structure only. Under this source folder, under the source folder, at the root folder, or you can say at the root folders, at the root folder of package, you have to put your module info.java file. Here also if you see, in MathUtil we have added our module info.java file into root package only, into the root folder of package only. Here also you have to add your module info.java file into the root folder of packages. So here this is the root, src is the root folder of src folder is the root folder for packages. 3 packages is there if you see. So for these 3 packages, root folder is src. So under src only we have to add module info.java file. Here also we did the same thing. Okay, so now we have used here, we require, here we are telling inside our module we can use export statement and require statement. Requires statement is telling I need this dependency, means I need this module, simple. And here we are exporting in this module how many packages we are exporting. Okay, So here we are telling, yeah, we need this module, so that module we imported. Okay, that's fine. We here, if you see in this main package, we are not able to access this package. Why? Because we have not exported that one. Currently we have not imported that package, so we are not able to. But math.utl package we are able to import. Why? Because we have only exported math.utl. We have not exported common utl. We have not exported. If we have not exported, then we cannot import at all. So that is called hiding implementation using strong encapsulation. We are hiding. What we are hiding? We are hiding object utility. Object util class we are hiding. So we can do that one. So that is a module. Next one is clear contracts and dependency between component. Yes, you can see very clear. Now very clear. This Java Standard Edition 9 demo require a module. Which module? Math.utl. Simple. So no other module your application is importing, and there is no multiple classes like that. You cannot import directly statement like any other import statement. You cannot write like that. You need to tell there. Since if you are importing like import java dot util dot collection, how it is possible? Because default require is there. Java dot base. Under this base, these classes are coming. If you are don't giving this Java base, by default it is coming. In that case only you are importing. You are able to import. Otherwise you are not able to import at all. Okay, that is fine. That is correct. Now if I run this one, it will give the output. Yes, sum is 40, subtraction is minus 20. Fine. But why I am not able to import this one? Because we have not exported. So what I will do now? I will export this also. Yes, now it is imported. Now what we need to do? We need to create the jar file again. So I am creating this jar file. Very easy. Fine. And now what I will do? I will add that jar file. I will remove this one. Okay, I will remove this one and I will add the new jar file. That's it. Yes, now you can see, now I am able to import this one. Now I am do an operation here also. So boolean, this is a flag. Whether this is a null or not null, it will tell. What is the value of this flag? Or you no need to do this flag also. You can simply Control X, Control V. So what it will come? It will come as a true. No, it will come as a false, and this will come as a true, because is null. This object is not null. I am creating new null, but this object is null because I am passing here null. Okay, that's it. First is false, second one is true. That's it. So it is working like that. So this is called module. Next one is J shell. So what is J shell? If you see, JSL is a command line tool that can be used to execute the Java code without writing Java program. How it is possible? It is a Java REPL, read, evaluate, print loop, like other language like Scala, Groovy, JSL, or Python is there. So you have seen in Python, you are opening a command prompt, and in that command prompt you are directly executing some Python statements. How it is possible? So in Java 9 they have also given the JSL. Using JSL you can achieve that one. And what is the use of this one? it will be for beginner, it will find easy to start learning the Java programming language, but also developer will find it easy to test the code snippet and incrementally build prototype. So how we can use JSL? So to get start with JSL, what we need to open a command prompt. We need to open command prompt and we need to execute this command. Which command? JSL. So I am executing this command here, and after executing this command, what will happen? It will tell welcome to JSL, version is this one, and JSL is started. Very simple. Similarly, how this will show the following message and JSL will be started, like that. Okay, now what we will do, we can create the method and execute the method. Now I will create one method here and I will execute the method in JSL. So like that we will create. So just I'm copying this code. This is our method. And I'm copying this method. Okay, and I am pasting here and I'm just pressing enter. Now what it will do, it will say created method, test method is created. Now how I will call this method? Very easy, test method. Similarly, how we are calling in Java, it is calling Namaste Java 9 demo. Simple, it's a calling. Okay, so like that we can use JSL. This is called JSL. Here are some of the command for JSL, like this one, list. So what it will give? List. What it is giving? List all the snippet whatever you are executed. List, what it will do, list all the source snippet along with IDs there. So this is ID 1, 2, this is ID 1, 2, this is ID of a current cell or whatever. If I execute this cell, if I not execute, if I will close this shell, this all history will gone, this list will gone, because this is available only for the current session. Okay, so whatever the current session, for current session JSL, how many IDs and code snippet is there, it will show here simply. If I want to drop, you can drop. Just how will you do? Drop, you have to tell the ID, simply it is dropped. Now if I list, it will one only. Okay, if you want to edit, you can edit. After editing, how will you edit? How you will edit? Just you have to tell like edit and 1. Simple. When you click on edit, it is opening JSL edit pad. Here you can edit Namaste Java 9 demo. Welcome something ABC message. Message, simple. Now just click on accept, modified, exit, that's it. Now this time if I execute, what it will come? Message. See, you can edit like that. Next one is wheres. How many variables are there? If you want to see, you can see that one. Currently no variables. How many methods are there? You want to see methods, you can see only one method is there, void message. Okay, how many import statement, how many open. Okay, environment, save, reset, history. Wanted to see history, it will show the history. What did you first, then you modified, all it will come. Okay, this is history only. Okay, this you created first, then you called, then you list, you applied, then drop, then list, then edit, then test, like that. All history it is coming, and in the last one you can use exit. So like that you can use JSL. Goodbye, it will say goodbye. Okay, so like that you can use JSL. Next one is Java new language feature. So language related some new feature is added. So what is that one? The first one is no single underscore variable name. What is no single underscore variable name? So if you see in Java 8, here if you see in Java 8, you can use single underscore as a variable name. since it is giving a warning. Why it is giving warning? Because because in our machine we have installed Java 16. It is telling you might use higher version than 8, 9, 10, anything. So this feature will not be available. So it is giving warning. What is the warning? Underscore should not be used as identifier since it is a reserved keyword from source level 1.8. Okay, so it is a reserved, you should not use. In Java 9 you cannot use at all, but in 8 you can use, but it will give the warning. If you print, if you run, it will print hello, because this underscore value is hello. But in Java 9 no single underscore. Yeah, in Java 9 you cannot use at all. See, it will give here is a keyword. Underscore is a keyword from source level 9 onward, cannot be used as identifier. So it is giving error here. So in Java 9 they have given no single underscore variable name. The single underscore for variable name at beginning is not valid now, but in Java 9 not even beginning, you can beginning, it is fine. Beginning it is a fine. See, that is a fine, but single underscore variable name you cannot give. Okay, fine. Okay, next one is improved try with resource statement. So what is the improvement here? If you say what is the, so if you see in Java 8, okay, first we will see in Java 9 what is the improvement in try with resource statement. Okay, to remove this compilation error, we will just comment this code and try with resource improvement. So if you see this try with resource, so one condition is there for try with resource statement. Your resource should be closable type. Our resource, my resource, is a closable type only. It is implementing closable interface, so it is a closable type only. So if our resource is closable type, then only we can use try with resource statement. So this is my resource. What is my resource? My resource is nothing but a class that is implementing closable. So that is a closable type only. So we can use this closable here. And what is the benefit of here? What is the benefit? We no need to call this close method. We can explicitly call this close method here, or you can close here, wherever you want you can close, but we no need to worry about that one. Closable type, if it is a closable type, then just specify that resource into your try block header and try block parameter, and it will automatically closed whenever this will be closed. If I print here some statement, suppose, it will never come into the exception part at all. It will not come here because currently there is no exception. Okay, that's fine. We will see, suppose if I print here exception, if I give here exception exception e, okay, fine, e dot get message, simple. I'm just giving here. Okay, fine. So now this will be closed. If you see here, what will be the output of this one? What will be the output? First it will print this operation on my resource beginning. Yes, operation on my resource beginning. Then this will do this operation, add xy, it will add sum, it will print the sum, and then it will give this one end, operation my resource end. Then what will happen? Then what will come? It will come close my resource closed, and then it will come exit. Okay, Yes, if you see operation on my resource begin, sum is 60, operation on my resource end, then resource is closed and then exit. Simple. If I throw here exception, throw new exception, simply I'm just throwing exception with some message sample, simple. So now what will happen? Now what will be the output? It is throwing exception here. So when the resource will be closed, if you see first operation is beginning, then sum, it is printing a sum, then operation is ended, and exception, it came to exception part, but before to came to exception part, what it is coming, it is a closing resource, because the resource will closed when this try block will be executed completely. After executing this try block completely, your resource will be closed. Because here exception came. So whenever exception came, you just have to close the resources only. Okay, fine. So like that you can do. That is correct. Okay, but what is the improvement here? In Java 8 you cannot give this reference variable here directly. What you have to give? You have to give this statement only here. This is fine in Java 8. Even this is fine here also. This is fine. Yes, here also this is fine, but in Java 9 they have added this improvement. You can pass here reference also. You no need to create new object. If already created object is there, you can pass directly. That is also fine in Java 9. Yes, it is working. If I copy the same try with resource improvement in Java 8, you will see it will give a compilation error. See what is the error here? If you see, variable resource is not allowed here for source level below 9. If it is above 9, you can use. Okay, so that is nothing but the improvement with try with resource statement. Improvement in try with resource statement. Okay, next one is a private method in interface. In Java 9 they have given private method as interface. You can define private method in interface. So how it is? Very easy. In Java 8 if you see, default method can be there. In Java 8 you can add default method in your interface, but in Java 9 you can add private method also, like that. It's a fine. Even if you give here public, then what it will be, what it will consider, it will consider this is an abstract method. So what error it will give? Abstract method do not specify a body, you cannot specify. So you can give here private, internally purpose only. Okay, that's fine. In Java 9 you can define private method as an interface, in an interface. Fine. Next one is safe varargs on private method. Safe vararg is an annotation is introduced in JDK 7. Since safe vararg annotation is used to suppress the safe operation warning at the compilation time. Very easy. If you see safe vararg, okay, if you see here, this is a safe vararg. This is a list. If you see this private method varargs example, this is a private method, and this private method is taking one list of a string type of varargs, variable argument. This is a variable argument. So this is variable, these variable argument I am taking as an object. This is a fine. It will not cause any problem because this is an object. List is also an object, no? List of a string type is also an object only, and if you are passing 2 list, 3 list, 4 list, 5 list, no issue, no issue. List of a hello something, it's fine. So now how many lists? 1 2 3 lists are there, is a passed here, no? So this is a safe only. If you are not giving, then it will give compilation error because it's not sure how you are using internally. So to do the safe error, to remove this warning, and you will tell to compiler, I am handling this list as very safely, this variable argument, you don't need to worry, simply just pass, that's it. So this is a safe error. Okay, next one is operator with anonymous class. Which operator? In Java 7, if you see, this diamond operator is introduced, and that operator you can use with anonymous class also. How we will see in Java 7, if you see, in Java 7 we can define like that only. If we have to create integer of array in a list of integer type, then we have to specify here also what type of list. But in Java 8 it is not required to specify here. You can simply give here diamond operator, it will automatically infer. Your compiler will automatically infer from the reference type. What is the reference type? Reference type ARR. ARR of what? ARR of an array list. Array list of what type? Integer. So it will automatically infer. Your compiler and your JVM will automatically infer. So you no need to tell here. But in Java 7 you have to tell here. In the same functionality you can achieve with anonymous clause also. How? We'll see. So anonymous class demo. Yes, see. So this is a comparator. We have already seen comparable, comparator. These interfaces we have already seen in the Java Standard Edition course. So this is an interface. It's a functional interface. So for this one we can give here implementation. No, we can give implementation here only, and it has a one compare method that is taking 2 generic parameter. Currently this is a string type because we are mentioning the type of comparator as a string. So it is taking 2 string here, s1 and s2, and we are returning some integer value by comparing the length of that one. Simple. So here if you see, we are specifying here diamond operator. So in Java 8, in Java 9 this is a fine. In Java 9 this is fine, but if it is Java 8 you have to specify like that. That is also fine. So I will copy this file in Java 8 and I will show you what will be the difference here. So if it is a Java 8, that's fine, but if I remove this one, it will not do, it will give error here. You cannot do in Java 8. Since it is automatically inferring, it should infer from the reference type. It should infer, your compiler or JVM should infer from the reference type. The type is a comparator, and comparator is a type of string. It should infer, but it is not inferring in Java 8. But in Java 9, it will infer. See, it will infer. Yes, it will infer. But in Java 8 you have to tell here. You have to tell. That will work. Okay, so this is operator with anonymous class. Okay, next one is Java core library feature is also update they have given. So what is the core? Some collection API update. What is the collection API update? You can create unmodifiable collection from the respective collection type only. Collection type only. Okay, so what is unmodifiable collection? First, unmodifiable collection is nothing but a collection of elements that you cannot modify once it is created. However it is, if your collection has a 10 element, it will remain 10 only. You cannot add any element or you cannot delete any element. So that is called unmodifiable collection. So how will you we can create an unmodifiable collection? Before to Java 9 we can create unmodifiable collection as following, using collections dot unmodifiable list set, like that. And here we have to specify here our unmodifiable our collection. So let's see the example. Okay, collection update, yes. Okay, so if you see here we have created one list of string type and we are just printing this list. Here what we are doing, collection dot unmodifiable list. We are going to create unmodifiable list by using this list. If we this list will be modifiable, but it will return a new list that will be unmodifiable list, and we cannot add, we cannot delete, we cannot do any operation. So if I run this one, you will see the effect. So it is running currently, this is fine. So if I am trying to add any element into this unmodifiable list, then what will happen? It will give exception. What exception? Unsupported operation exception. This operation, addition, subtraction, deletion, this operation is not supported into unmodifiable collection. Okay, that's fine. No. So here this is the way in Java 8 we can create unmodifiable collection, but in Java 9 they have given this feature. Simply list of what? You have to specify here parameter, n number of parameter you can specify. This of is taking a variable var arg. This is nothing but variable arguments. N number of argument you can give 4, you can give 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, anything, whatever. Sorry. You can give 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, some anything. That's it. It will create a list of unmodifiable collection. Okay, that's it. It's creating. So if you see here, what is the difference here in the Java 7 before to Java 9 we can create unmodifiable collection using collections dot unmodifiable list, map, set, shorter set, navigatable set, anything you can create unmodifiable. But in Java 9 you can create simply like set of unmodifiable. Okay, list of unmodifiable, n number of you can give, list, set, map of, you can give here like key, value pair, name, value will be hello, or you can give here ram. Simple. List of, if you give here list of a Shri, yeah, it will become a list, or Nivas. Simple. So now this set will be of a type what? This set will be of a type string. It will be type of a string, set D. Simple. So this will now this set will be type of a string. If I change here string to number, it will be type of a number or integer, whatever if you can consider. Okay, in the same way this will be this will happen for list or set. Okay, so like that you can create unmodifiable list in Java 9. Okay, fine. Next one is a compact string. What is compact string? In core libraries we have seen string is widely used in our application. Mostly in each in every class we mostly use a string as a type, data type. And before to Java 9, because because string is stored in form of character only. One character will be considered as a string, and that character is stored in 2 bytes. But mostly what happen? But mostly the string character whatever we are giving, that will be within the range of 10 to 127 bits only. Means 1 byte is enough. 1 byte is enough. So why we need 2 bytes? So that's why that enhancement is provided in Java 9. So the character of a string value are stored in a character array and encoded as UTF-16. Every character in a string 2 bytes are used, but most of the characters need only 1 byte. Thus half of the space in memory could be occupied and remain unused. So why we are wasting memory? So in Java 9 has changed the way strings are represented internally for more space efficient representation. Now string will be represented by the byte array instead of a character array with the flag field to store the encoding. If encoding is a UTF-16, then it will say based on the type of character in a string, the character can now be stored encoded and the following mentioned type. If it is an UTF-16, then it will use 2 bytes. If it is an ISO or Latin 1, it will take only 1 byte, 1 byte. Okay, fine. That's it. Next one is enhanced deprecated annotation. What is the enhancement in deprecated annotation? What is the enhancement? You can give more information. What is the meaning of this deprecated? If I mark this, suppose this hello class has one method get message. I am telling here this method is deprecated. But in Java 8, this for removal true since 9, all this information was not there. You can see for removal, this also added in Java 9. Since by default this is an empty string, but since you can tell from which version it is deprecated, which version of your application it is deprecated, you can tell. By default this is a null, by default this is a false. Okay, so you can get these 2 values. This is a deprecated. Okay, so these 2 extra information for deprecated annotations they have given. Extra information you can store. Okay, next is process API enhancement. What is process API enhancement? Java 9 enhanced this API by adding new classes and new method to existing process. For process, the updated API can be used to get the process ID, like you can get the process ID, process start time, CPU, how much CPU using by the process, and the process, who is the process owner. So this extra information in Java 8 we cannot get this type of information like process ID, what is the process starting time, what is the CPU usage, how much the memory is using, it is taking, who is the owner of this process. All this information you cannot get in Java, but in Java 9 you can get all this information. So this improvement API can also be used to gather information about the process in your system. Okay, let's see process API demo. Yes, so you can see what is the process ID, user, CPU duration, all this information is there. So if I run this one, you will get. Yes, it's opening. Fine. So you will get all this information, like what is the owner, like that, CPU owner, like that. Okay, fine. So like that you can get more information. Next one is a stream API enhancement. So what is the stream API enhancement? In stream API enhancement, they have given predicate, take while and drop while and iterator. So if you see in stream API enhancement, suppose what we did here, we have created a list of a person with name and age, name and age only. Okay, and we have created a list of a person. Here what we did, take while and drop while. So if I use take while 30 and I will run, just comment this one and comment this also for now. Okay, so if I run this one, then what will come here? You can see only one first value is coming, less than 30, wherever less than 30. So first one is less than 30, next one is a 30, it is not a less than 30, so it will skip all. It will take only how many element is there before to that one. If I use equal to 30, then it will take first two element. Yes, no, first three element, because first one is a 28. First one, for first person, age is a 28, so that is a less than 30. Next one is a 30, that is also less than 30. So here we are giving the condition 30 equal to 30 or less than 30. Third one has a age is 20, so that is obviously this is a less than 30. Next one is a 35 and 25. So 25, since this 25 is less than 30, but we have taken take while, means wherever this condition is true, just stop the process. If it is a not, if this condition is a true, then do your task, you will continue iterating. But whenever this condition become false, leave that process there only. That's it. That means on take while. Okay, this method is used to get the stream of the element before the element that does not satisfy the given predicates. Okay, fine. So take while and take drop while. Take while and drop while. Drop while means less than 30. So if you see here, less than 30. So less than 30 means 30 it will take Shyam, Mohan it will take, Sohan it will take, and Prem it will take, because this condition, because first one is a 28. 28 is 28 is less than 30. Yes, it is satisfying, it will not take. Next one is Shyam, it will take, because 30 less than 30 it is matching, it will take. Then Mohan, Sohan, all it will take. Okay, drop while method does work exactly opposite of a take while method as shown in the code. Simple, just simply opposite of that one. Next one is iterate. What is the meaning of this iterate? We'll see now. So here if you see, iterate from 1 I is equal to plus, simple. So what it will do, it will be continue, it will not stop at all, it will not stop, because we have not given any condition. Here I am saying start from 1 and do increments I by 1. So it is doing that one only simply. Next one, if I want to specify limit, we can specify limit here. See, iterator, and we have specified here limit, so it will come 100. Third one is we are making some other condition, it is doing that one also. Yes, so this is about the stream API enhancement. Next one is HTTP client, that we will see in some other session. And now Jvm feature. Jvm feature is nothing but garbage collection related features. They have given enhancement in garbage collection. So what is garbage collection? If you see garbage collection, Java has its memory management with inbuilt automatic garbage collection. Automatically it is garbage, it is collecting whatever is the object is not in use in your memory. Jvm will remove those objects from the memory if it is not going to be used by your program. Jvm provide the following types of garbage collector: serial garbage collector, parallel garbage collector, concurrent mark and sweep collector, and garbage collector G1. Garbage first G1 collector. G1 is the by default garbage collector. So a garbage collector find the object which is in use or have a reference and delete the unused object which are not referenced by any part of the application, so that the memory can be reused. A garbage collector split the heap memory space into the following sector. Okay, so the memory will be divided in these three parts in your JVM to do the garbage collection. First one is old generation and young generation. Young generation is divided into hidden space and survivor space. Survivor means whatever the object your JVM is finding. So what is hidden space? Hidden space means whatever the newly created object that will be stored in hidden space. Once any object is survived for garbage collection, means garbage collector run, but that object no need to remove from the memory, so that object will be shifted into your survivor space either in 0 or 1. So what is hidden space? The newly created object always allocated to the hidden space. When hidden space is filled up to the certain percentage, garbage collector is performed. Suppose like hidden space is filled with 50%, 60%, then garbage collector will run. After running the garbage collector, it will be some of the object will be found that are eligible for garbage collection, so JVM will remove those. Other will be remained, that will be moved to survivor space, either S1 or S2. Once the object survives minor garbage collection, it moves to either to S1 or S2 space. Minor garbage collector also check survivor space, move the object from the survivor space and another survivor space. Always one survivor space will be empty upon the minor garbage collection. Older generation, when an object survivor multiple minor garbage collector, it is eventually moved to the older generation, means 2 times 3 times the garbage object is survived for garbage collector. It means that object remains in memory, so it will be moved to the old generation, means that will not removed from memory, because that may be required to in further times. Okay, so that is called when an old generation is full, major garbage collector triggered to the remove the unused space. Suppose in old generation also memory becoming full, in that case some garbage collector will run on old generation. Okay, garbage collector perform garbage collection in the following phase. First one is a marking phase. In this phase, the object which are in use and which are not used only identified. Normal deletion phase. In this phase, unused objects are removed from memory and space can be reclaimed for the allocation. Deletion and compaction phase. In this phase, after deleting unused object, all the survived objects are compacted. Compacted means defragmented of a memory, and this increase the performance of allocation memory to a new object. Okay, So what is serial garbage collector? Serial garbage collector does minor and major collection serial using a single thread only. So that's why it's a serial garbage collector. It will use single thread. There is a stop the world pause during both the collection, means it will stop the application. It stop all the application thread until the finishing of its execution as shown below. Like minor garbage collector or major garbage collector, it will stop your application. But parallel garbage collector is also a stop the world collector which stop all the application thread and perform the garbage collection in both young and old generation. So parallel garbage collector perform the operation on both young and old generation. Okay, fine. With using multiple thread, it is using multiple thread, so that's why this is a parallel garbage collector. And concurrent mark and swipe garbage collector stop all the application thread using GC and multiple threads for GC. But here garbage collector will be multiple, and what it will do, this collector, this will also concurrent mark and swipe garbage collector. Okay, but during the garbage collector the application threads are not stopped, and use one more background thread for garbage collection or for old generation also. This eliminates the long pause association with the full GC. And young generation collection, it is similar to major GC for parallel collection. Okay, fine. So this is similar to that only. And this G1 garbage collector is the default garbage collection. To override the cum of CMS, concurrent mark and swipe garbage collector, it will use we can use garbage collector first. That will not stop your application at all. It will run your application and it will simultaneously it will do the garbage collection. But other garbage collector will stop the application and do the garbage collection. So this is the better in the term of performance. And this garbage collector is the default garbage collector also. It deals with a large heap and can allocate both in young and old generation at once. It works concurrently without halting the application thread, and it supports string duplication also. Okay, here are the flag. If you want to use some other garbage collector, like if you want to use serial garbage collector, you can give this command while starting application, or you can give this one if you want to use parallel. If you want to parallel on old generation and new generation both, it will do that one. You want to use concurrent marks and swipe garbage collector, you can use this command, and this is a default one, you no need to give, but since you want to give, you can give. Okay, so that's it. Next one is reactive stream. What is reactive stream? Since this reactive stream is not the part of this application, this session, but we will see the overall what exactly it is. This is nothing but similar to publisher and subscriber model. This is a publisher and subscriber model. Like one side publisher will be there, another side subscriber will be there. Whenever the data is changed from the publisher side, publisher will publish the data to subscriber and automatically it will reflect to the subscriber. So that is reactive stream. In publisher subscriber, we may get a problem where subscriber is slower than publisher, or sometimes publisher is faster than subscriber. In that case, what will happen? Subscriber has to tell to publisher, please be slow so that I can consume the data. So that is called the back pressure. Okay, suppose here if you see publisher sent for a request for 5 items, publisher giving the 5 items. If the communication is synchronous, the publisher would have to wait for the next request. So in that case it has to wait. But this all functionality we can achieve using Rex Java or Eka. But in Java 9, we can use Java util.concurrent package that is available in the base module by default, and that can be used to achieve the publisher subscriber model management easily. Here are the some classes like publisher, subscriber, processor. Okay, we will see this in the answering some another session. Okay, with an example. Okay, so this is only about the Java Standard Edition 9 features. So I hope you like this session. Please subscribe my channel and we will see you in the next session. So till that, bye bye and thanks for watching.